of speculation about what position Jess Duffin would play, because 2 years at Collingwood you would have played with her, Kate. She's forward in the first year and back last year. Yeah, she rated above average for defence for Collingwood last year, but then she went and won the VFLW Best and Fairest in the midfield. Riddell, nice looking kick going to ground. Is that a free kick? Emma King's going to get it right in front. Set all those nerves. In her 15th game of AFLW, looking for her second goal, and she guides it home. And the Kangaroos have their very first goal in AFLW. A look at the replay of this passage of play, thanks to BioGlen, Kate Sheehan. Oh, I'm not sure that was too much of a free kick. I think she might have just tripped over Kirby Bentley's legs. It was a bit of a soft one. I feel for Kirby there. But look, Kingy made the most of her opportunities. And as we spoke about just before. Football club, Davey flares it wide, and it's been chopped off by Duffin, who reads it so well in the air and at ground level.
Yep, to her 8th disposal, Jess Duffin. She's a star of the competition. And now they've got the overlap here, the Kangaroos. Katie Ashmore will run towards half forward. Again, doesn't quite make good contact with the footy. Doesn't give her forwards much of an opportunity, but we know Mo Hope doesn't need much room to be creative. Again, just couldn't quite get free. Here's Garner. We know she's a good player. Comes inboard. Clever kick. Well done, Jazzy Garner. Good composure. And finds Ash Riddell, who will go back and look to kick the Kangaroos' second goal of the afternoon. Riddell, 6 disposals already. She's really stepped up with Emma Kearney being tagged well. So Ash Riddell looking for her first goal in AFLW, strikes it beautifully, straight over the goal umpire's head, and the Kangaroos have their second goal. New level, isn't she? Finally, at the age of 22, gets her opportunity. And she made no mistake from straight in front, and North Melbourne now get a bit of reward for effort. 2 goals 7, they were peppering away. And they get out to a nice little 11-point lead in this second term. Just over the pack, waiting and handballing off to Tilly Lucas-Rod. Couldn't quite contain it. And Kearney's defensively able to get a kick away. Does it sit here for Duffin? It does. Always looks like she's got so much time. And she's got heaps of time on this occasion. Assesses the options and gives it to Ashmore, defensive side of that outer wing. Got a loose player, a long lead from Garner. Garner finding plenty of the footy this afternoon. That history-making first goal when she was playing for Collingwood. Here's a chance for Hope. Gathers, spins, turns. It needs to bounce. It's going to sit up. Grierson gives it off, and a chance almost for Drennan. Does it go through? It does. Alison Drennan, another debutante for the Kangaroos. And what a start to her AFLW college basketballer. Went to her husband, moved back, saw an advertisement on Facebook saying if you want to work on your fitness levels, come out and play a bit of Aussie rules. She did that and played for the Saints last year, Kate. Yeah, she was elite in the Saints midfield last year. Steps inside the boundary line, so the umpire calls play on, goes into the pocket. Mo Hope in front, takes a mark. Strong mark too from Mo Hope. Afternoon. Mo's a great shot for goal when she's on an angle. She actually probably kicks more accurately from a pocket than she does straight in front. She's playing on old teammate Nick Stevens. I'm not sure that Nick would be overly wrapped with her performance at the moment, but I'm going to back Mo here. So Mo Hope, he kicked 15 AFLW goals, behind only Darcy Vescio for the most goals in AFLW history, and she makes no mistake. Mo Hope's got her first, taps the Kangaroos logo, and she's pumped. And so she should be. Got any fears anymore? They are playing a beautiful team game of football. They seem to have balance across the park. If Kearney's not winning it, Riddell is. If Garner's not kicking it, Hope is. There's a lot of options in that forward line, and they're really converting. I feel like the from the middle of the ground has Vescio in a one-on-one. She's got a bit of space here. She can gather the footy, tries to create and get around Randall. The great pressure. Terrific tackle from Talia Randall, the former Brisbane Lion, and then with the composure to hit Riddell. She goes out towards Gillespie Jones, who was very impressive in that first half with 11 disposals, spending her time between ruck and forward. Here is Riddell now on the left boot, goes in towards the pocket, good mark. Abertangelo, probably too far out to score, so she'll wait for a leading option. Mo Hope's down there, taking her time. Carlton have got numbers back now. Umpire's giving her plenty of time. I'm sure she can't make the distance, so she goes towards the top of the square, and a big mark at the back, Emma King. Well, we've spoken about her enough this afternoon. And she's having a real presence on this game this afternoon and will go back to kick her second.
It's an area of her game she needs to improve, and clearly it's happening today.
And she makes no mistake. I'm straight in front, so not the start Carlton are after.
For North Melbourne, for Abertangelo to kick the ball high and deep into the goal square. I mean, when you've got Emma Kearney, who stands at 187 centimetres, who's a good overhead mark, her physicality seems to have improved.
The former Magpie traded to Carlton last season. In her second year, but that kick was poor. She tried to switch and create. Probably had to with the scoreboard the way it is, but Jazzy Garner has been very impressive this afternoon.
Lose this game.
So Jasmine Garner, the former Magpie, the #1 ranked forward in the competition last year, will come in from 45 metres and sneaks it home and kicks the goal for North Melbourne.
That's just being aware as a forward and applying pressure, and that's what you need to do. If you want to lock that ball in your forward 50, you have to apply pressure. I think North have done...
Here's Dalton. Just a little bit scrappy at the moment. Some tired bodies out there. It's been hot. First game of the year. It's going to happen in the last quarter. Here's Gibson, though. Takes a bounce, runs inside 50. Can she deliver all the way? How does it bounce? And will it bounce home? Brittany Gibson back at home in Tasmania.
They're moving as a group. She's prepared to take it on. She probably thought she had Katie Loynes for the legs, and she kicked into the open space. It's a great start for the Roos. And you know,
they're going to send it inside 50. Harris backing back, eyes on the footy. Strong contested mark. And there we have it, the final siren. The star-studded Roos introduce themselves to this competition with a bang. 21 brand new Shimboners, and they etch their names into the club's history books. They prevail by 36 points at North Hobart Oval.